Joanne Kathleen Rowling is a British contemporary novelist, best known as the author of the Harry Potter fantasy series. She was born in Yate, Gloucestershire, southwest England. She studied in England, Wales, France, and after graduation she moved to London. Rowling was working as a researcher and bilingual secretary for Amnesty International when she conceived the idea for the Harry Potter series on a delayed train from Manchester to London in 1990. During her childhood, she met lots of people that inspired several Harry Potter characters. Her headmaster at St. Michael Primary School, for example, inspired Harry and Master Albus Dumbledore. Her best friend, who owned a Ford Anglia, inspired the red-haired best friend of Harry Potter, Ron Weasley. And her biology professor inspired the hostile Defense Against the Dark Arts Professor Severus Snape. This series talks about the adventures of a young wizard, Harry Potter, and his friends, Ronald Weasley and Hermione Granger, all students at Hogwarts School, who try to defeat the Dark Wizard, Lord Voldemort. Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone represents the first novel in the Harry Potter series. It is the tale of Harry Potter, an ordinary little boy who is a sort of servant for his Aunt Petunia, his Uncle Vernon, and his cousin Dudley. On his 11th birthday, he finds out that he is actually a wizard and has been invited to attend the Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. He also finds out that his parents were a wizard and a witch, and they were killed by the evil wizard Voldemort while they were trying to protect the boy. The little Harry survived the attack, depriving Voldemort of his powers, but the terrible wizard succeeded in leaving the boy with a lightning-shaped scar on his forehead. Now that he knows all the truth, with the aid of the elf giant Hagrid, the keeper of keys and grounds of Hogwarts, he can be snatched away from his boring life and quickly thrown into a magical world. At Hogwarts, Harry meets his teachers and becomes friends with Ron Weasley and Hermione Granger. The three of them accidentally find out that something very valuable, the Philosopher's Stone, a legendary substance that is able to produce the elixir of life, which will make the drinker immortal, is hidden somewhere inside the school, and Voldemort is very anxious to lay his hands on it. Harry is forced to face Lord Voldemort for the second time in his life, but he succeeds in saving the precious stone, although he is almost killed in the process. Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone is without any doubt a novel of formation, which highlights a set of important values such as family, love, friendship, courage, humility, generosity, and respect for diversity. If we first read the novel and then watch its film adaptation, we can easily notice a series of differences between the book and the movie. The book's first chapter is from the viewpoint of Vernon and Petunia Dursley the day before they find the little boy outside their door, and it highlights how non-magical people react to magic. The film removes this, beginning with Professor Dumbledore, Professor McGonagall and Hagrid leaving Harry with the Dursleys. The movie removes many boring parts of Harry living with the Dursleys that are mentioned in the book. It skips right to the funny scene at the zoo. In the book, Mrs. Fig lives in Little Winding, but in the movie she is not mentioned. In the book, the Sorting Hat sings a song while deciding in which house it will allocate each child. In the movie, the hat simply makes a comment before deciding where they will go. In the book, Harry meets Draco Malfoy while he is getting his robes in Diagon Alley. In the movie, he first meets him before the sorting ceremony at Hogwarts. The book talks about how Harry can see his entire family when he looks in the mirror of Erased, not just his parents, as shown in the movie. In the book, Harry and Hermione put Hagrid's dragon, Robert, into the hands of a friend of Charlie Weasley for care, while in the movie Dumbledore removes the dragon. The dialogue between Hagrid and the Centaurs is cut out from the film, that only mentions the important conversation between Harry and Firenze about Voldemort. In the book, before reaching the Philosopher's Stone, Harry and Hermione also have to fight a troll and solve a potions challenge. These challenges are not shown in the movie. In the book, Harry wins the final fight against Quirrell in the mirror chamber by only touching his face, while in the film it is Dumbledore that saves the little boy. In the infirmary, the headmaster reveals what happened to Harry. At the end of the movie, you only see Harry getting back on the train. In the book, the Dursleys pick Harry up and take him back to Private Drive.